It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Jordan Love. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Falcons and the Packers. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season. And we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. At a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 60 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And for their opening possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Working out of the gun. Love. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And it's a fumble. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 17 carries, 136 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's number 1.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point of the season. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Pickett will look to throw it here. Able to find Gray here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Pickett now from the gun here. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Back to throw, Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, and the Packers have taken the lead. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get. A field goal would break the 4th and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Falcons offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. Down the left sideline, and he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. A give left side to Robinson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And his kick here is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Off play action. Pickett. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs.
All defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brian Thomas. 53 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Able to find his man, Kraft. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the third time in this game. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Pickett.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to half.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. Second half begins with a run by Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Up the gut, Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Play action this time with Love. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Pickett sets up play action. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Pickett. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. From the gun, here's Pickett. Touchdown, Packers! Tucker Kraft, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing. Love. Steps away to his left. And he'll get nothing out of that one. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Dancing to his left. Oh, he stays up. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Love now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And Thomas has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
Yeah, deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Love. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good for our Green Bay Packers.
Here's Pickett. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Inside handoff now to Fournette.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Thomas brings it in. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Powering his way forward, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Pickett will look to throw it here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Pickett back to throw. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, Pickett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Pickett now from the gun here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Love, been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Love from the gun. Thomas has got it, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Love looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Love. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 15 yards, first down Atlanta. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing. Case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Flush to his right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Brian Thomas with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
Now Pickett. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Able to get away. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been
Previous
buzzed.
play is under review.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Pickett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars.
Hey, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux. That on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion and straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital and then we straight out the sentence. They pay out the payout. I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers. The big watch the women. I got it. Go meet your maker. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, hell yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, hell yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own, and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, a sun and moon. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, hell yeah. Got my stacks up, I'm living out my dreams, hell yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, hell yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
Hey, yo, fresh out the fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big strip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the lead, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it
Time
back.
to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. Learn hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen neck off like a tire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Guess with Jews, eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back.
It's week 8 of the NFL, and we're going to see Brian Thomas Jr. He rises when it matters